The circus just got 10 times worse after Jaden allowed Blueface to impregnate her again. Jaden really needs to get it together. Allowing Blueface to knock her up when she was just swearing up and down that she was done with him is not a good look at all. She literally clocked out of this circus and even became a lesbian at some point. So when and how did she allow Blue to sleep with her again and impregnate her? And as if this isn't bad enough, Hazel E is pressed about it too and called on Chrisean to help her push Jaden out of the picture. Mind you, Hazel is literally age mates with Blue's mama. The fact that she's even involved in this foolishness is crazy to me. One thing Hazel's old tale is going to do is remind us she has no self-respect. Hazel and Blue popped out together just 3 days after he came out of prison, and it's just been one BS after the other with these two. Blue said he left Jaden and Chrisean for Hazel because she's a golden retriever type of girl. Only he knows what exactly he means by a golden retriever, but that's what he's been calling all the women he's been involved with since he came out. This was right after he had appeared on a live stream with Chrisean, so everyone was just like, hold up, what about Chrisean? What made the entire thing even more embarrassing for Chrisean is that on that live stream, Blue had her doing all kinds of humiliating things. He had her there barking like a dog. At one point, she was trying to kiss him, but he seemed visibly uninterested.
Say woof woof, and I'm gonna let you in when the dead homes up and I lock the door, say woof woof. Let me. I'm not talking about this. Yeah, you is. You talking cute.
She thought he was still going to be into her when he came out, but he has been with everyone else but her. I know she's hurt. The fact that he would rather be with Hazel E than her just makes you know that he is really over Chrisean for real. TMZ caught up with them a few days ago for a quick little interview, and that's when Hazel revealed that she and Blue had been talking since 2019. Apparently, he slid in her DMs right before she got married, but they didn't talk much after that. Then, in 2023, when she was finally getting a divorce, he slid in her DMs again, but he was still dealing with Chrisean and Jaden. However, right after he came out of prison, he slid in her DMs for the third time, and this time they hit it off because he told her that he and Chrisean were no longer a thing. In fact, during the interview, he was asked about Chrisean, and this is what he had to say.
Any, noise or any drama, behind the scenes that we haven't heard about with Chrisean or anything else or anybody else?
Not at all, man. We have to bigger and better things.
All right, for sure.
Good retriever right here.
Blue then jumped on X and went off on both Chrisean and Jaden for apparently abandoning him when he was thrown in prison. When you do time, you will never forget who left you there. If either of them think they could ever get back with me under one roof, they high off D and balls. I got out thinking I had a girlfriend, Angela, locked in, but I guess nothing is ever really locked in, so now I'm back on the prowl for something serious. Both of my baby mamas left me in prison, stranded for dead. If I wasn't out today, they'd still be messed around. They will never get the chance to do that again. Don't let them run you off, ladies. Chrisean wasn't here for this at all. As if dealing with him parading Hazel around wasn't bad, though, she now also had to deal with him putting her on blast for not holding him down when he was in prison. She said she stopped sending him money because she found out he was messing with other women while he was there. She also posted photos of some bruises on her arm from Blueface allegedly putting his hands on her right after he came out of prison. I left a cheating man. The F I look like paying your bills and you cheating? Get them girls to do it, B. This man stomped me for saying bigot. My back is still messed up. Same man that never gave my son a chance. Same man that post my son P for clout. Same man that disowned him knowing he was your son. You are a evil man. I thought you changed. You didn't. You're pretending. She later went live while she was at the airport, crying hysterically and cussing Blue out. She wished death, claiming that he was going to die exactly how her ex-boyfriend Ronnie died.
Nobody wishing evil on him. I'm saying what's going to happen to you after you try to hurt me, play with me, disrespect me, try to embarrass me, ruin my witness to God. You can't do none of that. Y'all can't do that. What the hell? Y'all can't do that without getting a consequence, bro. I don't care. That's the observation. Every time somebody really played with me, always get hurt, bro. And I never hurt them. Straight up. So I'm giving a warning. Just like how that nigga... See, look, I ain't even finna go there. I got bruises on my back. People like that, they deserve to be in a grave or in jail. in jail.
Blue didn't respond to the threats, but Blue's mother did, and she didn't hold back from dragging Chrisean for filth. Chrisean then responded again by doubling down on everything she said. She even went as far as leaking Blue's address so that his ops can find him and do the job for her.
Her ex died because I said, he was getting on my nerves. Like, come on, y'all.
Blue, you're not gonna live a long time. Keep going against our kid, bro. You're not gonna live a long time. Bullying your second son, bro. That's crazy. Sorry. His address is 18663 Juniper Springs Drive.
But here's where things get crazy. This entire time that Hazel thought she was the main girl, it turns out Blue was still going behind her back to sleep with Jaden. You see, Jaden and Carlissa live together, so whenever he wants to see his kids, he goes over there. Well, it looks like they've been doing more than just talking about the kids, because in a recent live stream, he accidentally revealed that Jaden was pregnant.
Some dishes.
Dishes. She don't wash the dishes. She leaving dishes behind.
I've been saying that.
She leaving dishes behind. She pregnant.
I've been saying that.
She pregnant.
I've been saying that.
A lot of people believe Carlissa has a lot to do with this. She was never a fan of his relationship with Chrisean and definitely isn't a fan of Hazel either. The only woman in Blue's life that she seems to like is Jaden. That's the whole reason why they live together. And just a few days ago, this video went viral of Carlissa looking visibly disgusted when she found out the massive age gap between Blue and Haze. She said she thought Hazel was in her 30s. The whole time, she was actually a 45-year-old 304.
Okay, so what do you think about the age gap between them? I know she's like 45, and then your son is...
Who's 45?
Hazel. She's 45, and then...
Girl, Carlissa looked disgusted when she heard that mess. Now, as for Hazel, she isn't taking the news about Blue getting Jaden pregnant very well, because word on the street is she is suddenly now Team Chrisean since she found out. She thought she and Blue had a real thing going on, but she just realized that he was playing in her face just like he did Chrisean. As usual, people had their thoughts, like this person who said, if Jaden decided to have another child by Blue, that's their business. They already have 2 kids together. She might want all her kids to have the same daddy. I don't see anything wrong with that. Another person said, Jaden must have the infinity gauntlet because she keeps snapping back into his life. The plot thickens. But now, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of Blue getting Jaden pregnant again? And do you really think Hazel and Chrisean are going to click up over this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.